What's wrong with this thing here? No, wait. What did I do before? I know it's after 6, a little bit after 6. I don't know how much after I put it right there. Okay, back on the move again. It's the, oh, hey, oh, wait a second. I gotta land my helicopter. Hold on. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, it's back on. Let's see what time it is. Let's see. See what time it is, right? 6:07. Hey, put it right there on the dot, 6:07. I got the power. I'm connected. That's why I got my ecumenical look like. I'm connected. Yeah. I don't know why. Sometimes my watch, my clock stops moving, right? Anyway, we're in blue light. So hey, shout out to Blue Light Brigade. And this is a Grand Rising report. Watch back over there. This is my Grand Rising report. Hey, again, I'm trying to adhere to the rules of the game. Well, the Instagram game. Instagram says it's supposed to be Instagram, Instagram, short. Well, I do make it short when I put the little postings, during the week. They're under a minute, da 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 da. And then for Blue Light, for the Grand Rising report, as well as in the evening, whatever day I have, then it's just a little long. It goes about 20 minutes, right? Anyway, here's the thing, and this is well, let me I should do this one tonight. No, I want to do this now. I do something outside. This is a wrap up. That's not. This is a Grand Rising report. Here's the thing. It's humor comes across the internet, and I find it humorous. I'm gonna bring this up now, even though I could put it on my report tonight, on my thing tonight, but I'm gonna put it on here now. It's been reported that the Donalds used to be spiritual advisor is caught. He stopped being a spiritual advisor last year, I guess, before he became president. Or he quit his church. Something happened. He quit his church last week. I don't know. Something happened. But he's been implicated in a sex trafficking or sex thing. When they want to get you, get the sex thing. Now he's no longer with the Donald, but yet and still, this is so. Why do people stop? Look, Blue Light Brigade. Let us be mindful of this. Yeah, here's the thing. Like Mr. Neely Fuller Jr. would tell us, right? All we have is time and energy. If we spend our time and our energy, continue to how you say, react against, for, whatever, the Donald, then that's what we're doing. If we spend time and energy doing anything than what our purpose is, then we're taking away from our purpose. I'm not saying you shouldn't react to something like that, but you can't spend most of your time doing that. There are people, anyway. But the Blue Light Brigade, we're focused, right? First of all, the issue is reparations, just bottom one, reparations. But every once in a while we step out, we have to, I put the word provocateur, we have to troll. We have to troll every now and then. And I guess that's what a lot of these people do. Now, with this whole thing with the Donald and his ex-pastor being involved in sex, that's only, I don't know, this society is how do you say, fixed on sex, anything sex, and if you want to, if anybody gets started starts being attacked, it's usually around children or sex, right? Every once in a while there'll be a black thing, or a women thing, but these are like favorite topics or whatever it is, which I'm not blaming anybody. I'm saying that's just where it is. I remember when I went to the Air Force, I can't remember exactly what the circumstance was, but they gave us this lecture or a class on how you have to be careful of not sex, but dalliances or something like that, because that's all they said. They didn't say because it was used against you, let me put it this way. In the Rosicrucian thing, now I'm jumping up to another. In the Rosicrucian thing, there's cycles. There's these cycles of 9 years, right? The first one is your what's called your physical cycle. You know, if you're nothing, you're 9 years old, you're bigger, right? Then the second one is your mental cycle. The third one is your sexual cycle. And they're both 9 years. The third one is your sexual cycle, and then the fourth one is your spiritual cycle. And then the cycle starts over again, right? But it's interesting because the sexual cycle is between 18 and 27. And that's when, you know, it's like you know enough, but you don't know a lot, right? And that's when the corporations try to recruit you. That's when the military tries to recruit you, because it's some sort of age where, and that's also your brain, as they say, your brain is not closed up all the way yet. You know, it's not stitched up or something like that. And that's everybody's got to watch that time period. From the time when you're about, say, I'd say, say 18, when you get out of high school, till to after your first job, or if you get a job, they say, to about 30. You gotta just be aware of it, because stuff is going to happen. People are going to be after you. You're just, it's overwhelming. Let's put it that way. Here's why we built the sex thing, right? Again, they try to pin everything on the Donald. They spend a lot of energy doing that, and there is a thing where you are who you surround yourself with. Now that's the truth, right? So, and again, after you're like, I say after your physical growth, right before your sexual growth, whoever friends you have before, say 21, okay, let's go to 25. 25, right, in the middle of your sexual growth. 25, that's more or less the friends you need to stay with or cultivate the friendship or whatever it is. Because you never can tell what's happening after that. Why people want to be with you or nothing like that. So, because that's when you start to get your first, whatever. So it's very, very dangerous. But back to this thing. Here's what I find hilarious about this whole thing. Now, for instance, I have a spiritual advisor. And I suppose everybody's a spiritual advisor. I only use him when he's a Yoruba priest. So I don't use him. I'll say, I communicate with David all the time. I mean, not all the time, but whatever have it. But if I need spiritual advising, then, like I had a psychotic episode the other day. I was something like that. But I had a little emotional thing the other day, which is unexplained to me, and I need to get with him about that. But I'm actually going to wait, because I'm over with it now. But I'm going to have to wait until I get to the States, because he's in the States. He ain't coming to India. He ain't coming to Africa. I guess spiritual advisors just stay where they are. Whatever. Anyway, but I was also getting me to think, because of all the stuff that's happening. Now, who do I really have that I can talk to? Now, my spiritual advisor is one thing, but that's on a spiritual matter. But there's like my little psychotic break, happened on an emotional. I guess you call it spiritual, emotional thing. I got to find out on a spiritual level what it is. But having an emotional thing, this has happened just yesterday, actually, Thursday. And I was thinking, well, who do I got to trust? Who can I talk to? And I realized, hey, I'm looking at him saying, look, like Mr. Bully, he's good, but he's young, right? Then I have Ian, he's good, but again, I'm old enough to be a daddy, right? So, but those two, I was trying to figure out who. I'm looking around and saying, there's nobody else. My wife doesn't count this whole other thing. This whole other thing. Now, most of the people I know that give advice, they're basically, including my spiritual advisor, they're basically narcissists, right? I don't know. I'm surrounded by narcissists. I can't believe it, when I really start looking. So a narcissist is not necessarily a good person to get anything from. And I was looking, I said, there's no one, because the person that has to advise me has to be older, has to they got to know me a bit, but more importantly, they got to have life experiences for stuff that I'm going through and stuff I got to deal with right now, right? I say deal with right now because, I'm doing a lot of writing, but I got my brain is into this whole reparations thing. My brain is into this justice thing. It's into so many things. I got to really talk to somebody, right? And I was thinking, saying, the only person, my brother's passed already, peace and blessings on his eternal soul. My older brother would be a great person, right? But It's Darren Holmes Clark. I don't know if Darren's still on the planet. You know what I mean? I gotta do the hunt for Darren Holmes Clark. You know, because he's the only other person that fits what I need to talk and what I need at the time, right? Now back to this spiritual advisor thing. The funny thing about it is that, remember when Bubba was in trouble? You know Bubba. Bubba with the wife, with the Hillary Clinton is his wife, right? Right. When he was in trouble with the cigar and the young'un and all that stuff, right? Guess who his spiritual advisor was? This is her last story. His spiritual advisor was Jesse Jackson. You know Jesse Jackson. Come on, Jesse Jackson. You know Jesse Jackson. Told you about dalliances, but he came along in the 60s. You know, the 60s was a time where everybody was boinking each other because you didn't know if you were going to live the next day. Jesse Jackson, he was boinking Roberta Flack's Peace and Blessings on her show. So, but yeah, everybody's boinking everybody else. That's just what happens. So you can't judge that as like, just because somebody's boinking somebody, you can't just say, oh, then they're no good or they can't be this, they can't be that. It's just, you know, look at what it says. Oh, there it is, sunrise. Hey, take a deep breath through your nose. Notice I did that breath, then I did another quick breath, another intake, and then I let it out through my mouth. That's supposed to do something. I forgot right exactly what it is. That's why you get a spiritual advisor. No, it's not true. That's not true. So anyway, so this topic of spiritual. So it's so weird. It's not weird to me, but it's so interesting when they want to get you, when they're after you. They throw everything in the kitchen sink. Even your associates who you run, they throw everything at you, and it's to do what? Because, well, they're not doing what they're not staying on. They're not doing what they. Oh, I got my marker here. I got my marker because I was marking something else in my book. Look, they throw everything at you because they ain't got nothing. Right? So they throw stuff to the sticks. You see what I'm saying? So that's why Blue Light Brigade, we got to stay focused. I'll talk to you more about this tomorrow. I'm like I said, I'm trying to do the Instagram thing and be short, right? But I use all this stuff that I found, things like this, these false associations and things that miss the mark. It's just entertainment. That's all it is. It's got to be entertainment, you know, and don't wallow in it, because then they'll be wallowing in the on what I call a backwash, or they'll be wallowing on misinformation or entertainment. Don't wallow in entertainment. Dare I say it, be on code, right? Whatever your code happens. Be on gold, whatever your gold these days, GOAL. On gold. Gold is our goal, reparations. That's what we want to. Hey, reparations. Okay, that's it. Talk to you another time. Bye.